Special delivery?
I'm Kelsey Piper. I acted and I was the character Jessica.
I'm Joey Gajewski, and that was me.
I have one question. This might be saying multiple, but please tell me this is based on a true story.
Unfortunately, no. Or fortunately, no, I guess. It was, I work in shipping, and so there was always, so just around the warehouse, I'm like, well, what if, like, this happened? Who would you have to call? What's the process of doing all that? And then it just became more like, what if this happened? What if someone opened the package and didn't know it was wrong? And so that's kind of how the idea came to fruition. And
Have you guys known each other for a while?
yeah, Joey's been in almost all my films since like 2010. And then Kelsey is my cousin Ryan, who played the best friend. She's his fiance.
You guys have any questions?
Any questions? It's okay, you can ask. As weird as it is, I know what you had to sit through.
Hold on.
Oh.
How did you prep the actors to get comfortable with doing the role?
Well, Joey will usually go for anything, and I'll let them have the mic here, for they can kind of answer you. And then Kelsey, we kind of just, this is her first time acting, so we kind of just threw her into it, and was like, I mean, we shot some of the stuff so that she wasn't seeing that when she was reacting to it. So yeah, it was just me, sound, Anita on sound, and then Joey for his debut. So Joey, if you guys, or Kelsey, if you want to.
Yeah, so like you said, that was my first experience acting at all, like with speaking roles. But I basically, like, we read through the script together, laughed at it, just in that setting, and so we were like, okay, this is really good, I think it's gonna go over well. And so then we just basically like split off from there, practiced, and showed up and did the thing, so.
Well, as weird as this sounds, that was pretty easy. That wasn't too hard for me. But I apologize for the bits that you did have to see. My only concern I kept asking was I was reiterating, how much are they actually going to see? Because obviously more was exposed there, but he framed it so perfectly. So that was the only thing I was worried about. But I don't know, it wasn't too hard for me. I'm sure some people that's uncomfortable, but yeah, it was fine. It's just a movie.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to actually wear it.
Was the ordering process of the actual dildo a fiasco?
I just used Amazon. I created a different email, so I wouldn't get like related products listed. So I don't think I've used that email since. So I don't know what type of stuff I'm getting sent there.
Yeah, I guess talk to me about your process from, you started, you said you work in shipping and it kind of just went from there, but so from writing to production to finish, kind of just give us a...
Yeah, just real fast. I usually get an idea and I like write out kind of a treatment, just like a paragraph, like what's gonna happen, and then I'll usually write out by hand the script, and then once it's like written out, it's kind of like out of my head, and then I have to like continuously keep thinking about it, and then I type it up, and then type it up like several times, and then every time I type it, it's kind of like just changing, and so through that, and then you have read-throughs, and then some things don't work in the read-throughs, keep changing there, and then that's for like the writing process, and then we're ready to shoot, and then I do a shot list of every single shot we're going to do. It's kind of chaotic once you start shooting. You kind of throw the shot list out, and you're like, all right, this is what we're doing now. So.
Was there a storyboard with the...
No. There was like I knew, okay, I need a medium here, and I need a medium wide. I kind of just did basic coverage on talking scenes, and then like, I knew I wanted certain shots, like the opening, like the garage coming up, and then the toy, the dildo hanging out in front of them. That was pre-planned. just him laying on the bed. So
Yeah, the garage door opening scene with the title is, I thought was very well done.
Thank you.
I haven't seen any of that done before at all.
Thanks.
Well done on this. And the whole movie is great.
Thank you. It's because of these guys and my crew who's back there, staying out of the spotlight. Any other questions for me? Yeah?
So then after, the rewriting of the scripts and the editing and that, and you finally get to the point where you're beginning to shoot, from that point, how long does it approximately take to get to the final end of?
We started shooting in June 2018. I think it was late June. And then by the time it was done editing, it was January of this year. So it was shot for 3 days and then just editing for like the next, what would that be, 7 months or so. So
Did you do all post yourself?
yeah.
I guess maybe talk to the audience that don't know, like, editing, not only picture but sound. I don't know if you do a lot of color correction or not, but
Yeah, I shoot everything like flat, so you have to go in and color correct everything. Every shot has to get touched, just the way with the exposure and how bright it is and all the different colors and how much saturation you want. And then sound is typically just the dialogue. And so every sound you hear, every door you hear open, every like the garage sounds. So that was like 4 different sounds of the garage. The car sounds were all added in later. So you have to recreate those sounds all on your own, and just kind of like, and then layer them on top of each other so it sounds like it should be there.
well, I thought it was seamless.
Thank you. That's the biggest thing about film that I think is my weakness is sound. There's some scenes where the audio is kind of like, and then maybe the music mix is a little low where I want it higher, but so hopefully next time we'll have it all like perfect, or the way I want it, I guess.
Have you watched it on this scale before?
Yeah, there was one theater we watched in where I thought the sound was a little too quiet relative to all the other films. So maybe it was the mix I sent out, and they didn't make everything equalized with the sound, so mine was a little lower, so I don't know. But yeah, it sounded great in here. And thank you for laughing. That goes a long way. Yes?
You said you had to recreate the sound.
Yeah.
In car and stuff. Why can't you use like just the actual car coming? Is it difficult to use that sound, like the actual sound?
It's not going to sound like the way I want it to, or you're going to get other sounds you don't want. I mean, there's sometimes when you get a good, like Joey running into the bed, that was the correct sound, and there's some other sounds that I use that is good enough to be in there, but sometimes it's just you're so far away with the mic, or that you have the mic strictly getting the actor's voice, so you're not paying attention to all the other noises going around. So that's why, usually.